Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to test this secondary right away. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast. And tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
On third down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it's going to bring up fourth down. Here comes the Eagles punt team. And he couldn't get that one to check up. It'll keep bouncing into the end zone. It's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Get set. Ready, set.
Opening carry of the game for the speedster, Devon Achane. Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1. Here's a second and 9.
All right, fellas, listen up. Out.
Once again, it's Achane. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
They'll stay on the ground with Achane. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a second and 6.
All right.
Back to throw is Tua. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
On first down, it's Hurts. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target. The ball falls incomplete. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts. That one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Tua going to give it to Achane. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. In motion, it's Waddle.
Out.
On play action, it's Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Tua now on third down. That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So when you talk about cover two, really the area that they're a little vulnerable. They're vulnerable deep or intermediate on the boundaries, and they're vulnerable down the middle of the field. Remember, those two safeties, Mike, hence why they call it cover two, they are splitting the field in half. They need to cover from the goalpost all the way out to the boundary. That's a lot of room to run.
63.
Hurts to the air on first down. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. A gain there of 15. First down, Philadelphia.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Go ahead.
They'll start on the ground. It's Achane. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard. Out of the pistol, here's Tua. To the outside, he's got Smith.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
They'll try and run it here. It's Achane. They're going to get the conversion here on third down. He'll bring this up to the 33-yard line.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did.
And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And, Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
All right, come on. Out.
2 and out on first down. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
Hey, 21 TA. Ready.
On second down, here's Tungo Vailoa. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime looms, so missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them if they want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
Turbo wide. Out.
On third down, they'll go with Achane. 2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Miami after this. No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They're going to go. It's Tua. He's got his man. It's Hill. And he will score. Tyreek Hill. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders on for the point after. No problem with the footing. The kick is good. And the Dolphins will level things out at 7 apiece. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Here comes a return from the goal line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got the hookup to C.J. Uzomah. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
King.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Hurts. That's taken in.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure if this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10.
18 Cardinals. Panther 60. Panther 60. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Dragon 60.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And the Eagles force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 10.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, They force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Here's 1st and 10. Hurts will work here from the pistol. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On play action, here's Hurts. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. To throw is Hurts. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a...
Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. It's a short kick. Fair catch is called for, and they're going to be in business with a short field to work.
Eagles 44-yard line.
First and 10.
Solo left Zion. Solo left. Hey, get set.
Tua. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
Ready. Turbo 1 high. Turbo 1 high.
Here's Tua now on second down. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. Here he is, Tyreek Hill back to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
Ready, shot. Out.
Off play action, it's Tua. He'll find Mostert out of the backfield. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
Ready. Shot.
They'll toss it here to Achane. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6.
Get set. Hey, number one. Shot.
Now it's Tua. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long.
20, TX.
Here's Tunga Vailoa. This throw right side is caught by Hill. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
They are going for it. It's Tunga Vailoa.
Complete to number 9, Jonnu Smith. It's a turnover on down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Second down and 3. To throw is Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
And an Eagle first down.
To throw is Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
63.
First down, Eagle.
Silver, set. No,
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
At the Dolphins' 23-yard line.
So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far as we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Off the play fake, Hurts. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
In motion, it's Waddle. Play action. Tagovailoa. Sending it deep for Waddle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So they failed to connect on another throw, and it's really been the story for both of these teams throughout this ballgame. I mean, neither offense can get anything going, and when you look at the scoreboard, it certainly reflects that.
He'll get this out to his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
A massive play here. Late, tie game, third down. That's to the sideline where he finds Hill.
Goes without saying, this is a huge drive. This game is all tied up. Fourth quarter, that's a huge first down pickup. Now they got to see if they can get some points off this possession.
They're right here.
A run up the middle with Achane, and not a lot there. Only up to about the 41. They'll come up for second and 9.
All right, fellas, listen up. Cover 2.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll come up now for second down.
32 Stinger.
They'll motion the tight end, Smith. They'll drop to throw. A pass complete there to Smith. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to use the first of their timeouts.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game as they approach midfield now. They've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
Now it's Achane. Oh, yeah. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
Hey, cover 2. Cover 2. Hey, out.
From the gun, here's Tua. To the outside, that's caught by Hill. And he's out of bounds in great shape, down at the 15-yard line. A gain there of 27 yards.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
Mostert. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. So the Eagles will use their first timeout here. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Second down and 8.
East right, snow. Set.
They'll run, and that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. Talk things over before third down.
Hey. Set. Set.
Here's Tagovailoa. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Ready.
What's the play call here? Fourth down and 7. They snap it to Tua.
Result of the play is a turnover on down.
Here's first down.
Set.
Dotson, the man in motion. Hurts to the air on first down. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll be third down.
Set.
A pistol snap back to Hurts. He's going to try it here again. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 28 seconds to go in the game. Possibly the play of the game right here. It is fourth down. Hurts will try it again. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as they wind up getting 13 on fourth down.
First down, Philadelphia.
To the air again. Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. They took one last chance here in regulation. It does not pan out. And we are headed to overtime. Four quarters could not determine a winner. We get back underway here in overtime. Tyreek now to return it.
Tyreek Hill on the return.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
All right.
On the ground to start the drive, it's Achane. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
Now Miami going to use the second of their timeouts. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, hit it. Turbo 1. Out.
Now a give to Achane, heading right. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. They'll run right here. It's Achane. And he'll only get it to the 26-yard line, setting up 2nd and long.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, it's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And he's on for a big one here in overtime. Now a fair catch is taken here, just short of the 45-yard line. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now a first throw here in overtime. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
All right, Mike, so think about the spot this defense found themselves in. They know they've got to come up with a stop or a big play somewhere or this game's over. And what do? They go out and get a huge turnover to give their offense the ball and a shot to win this game.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On the handoff, this is Achane. Looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Third and long. To throw is Tua. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill there. And it's going to be 4th down. Punt team comes out. Dolphins going to kick it away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And we won't see a return here. This is going to be marked down inside the 15. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's going to let this one go deep. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a... too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
The Dolphins going to use their final timeout here. Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He's going to look downfield once again. That one broke it up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
This is teach tape for man defense, Mike. I mean, he's not looking back at the quarterback at all. He is in the hip pocket of his receiver. He's staying in phase and in rhythm. And then he knows when the wide receiver's hands go up, attack the ball, and that's about as good as it gets.
Nice job there defensively to keep him in front of the marker. It's going to bring up 4th down. Again, Hurts. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. And he's going to have the Eagles' 1st down as they wind up getting 13 on 4th down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those...
This one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, Mike, as strange as it sounds, as this game has gone on longer, both these defenses have not only gotten better, but they're more energized as this game's gone on. I mean, look how deep we are into overtime, and they come through with an impact play like...
And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Now the Eagles will use the last of their timeouts.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the Eagles' 32-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now it's Tua. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And this is what happens when you compare a really good pass rush with a really stingy secondary. Marrying the two together, not only to change his launch point, but not give the quarterback anywhere to go with the ball.
Third and long. Here's Tua. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. Jalen Waddle, the intended target. And now it's 4th down.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Here we go on 4th down with Tua. That is caught. He got it. And that's a game winner here in overtime. So, fins up. It's a win for the Dolphins. They had to work for this one. All even through 4 quarters, able to get the breakthrough in overtime to come away with a victory. So, that'll do it for us. For Greg Olsen and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Dolphins, home winners here as we say farewell from South Florida.
Running through his mind all day, I'm tired. I'm the boss now, do higher. Hang the phone up, I'm so wired. Couldn't sleep, my floor's too high up. I got keys, that girl's on fire. Who's the boss? I got 5 on me, like what's the cost? I'm at 5 hotel in a suite, I'm lost in white. Get down sheets, I got stripes on my cheeks. Hermes fur on my feet, I'm a lead.
Built on the side of a former piano factory, there's been plenty of music made on the field here in the decade since it opened back in 1998. Welcome, everyone, to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. Jason Sanders is out, ready to kick this one away. And we're underway from the bank. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Jackson looking to throw right away. Into the hands of Likely. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
And now this defense is on that sack board and sets up a pretty good chance here on 3rd down. It's a little bit like blood in the water with Sharks when it comes to taking sacks. You can feel it as a quarterback. Once that defense gets one, they're hungry for another.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Here's Jackson to throw. He's on the move. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Has some daylight through the 40. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, Brock, and the huge play extends this drive.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here. It will down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. The tight end going in motion right. On first down, Jackson. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Another try following the sack. Flush down now to his left. He can run it.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Taken in by Likely. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Lengthy 4th down try here. They need 6. Now it's Lamar. The skip. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Coaches challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Nnamdi Madubuike making that stop. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working from the pistol. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Finds his man, Waddle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
So some time to maybe reconsider what to do on 4th down. That's the end of the first quarter. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to the bank in just a moment. Now it's Jake Bailey who's out to punt this for the Dolphins. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now here's Lamar. This finds Likely. And he gets him around 6 there. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. The 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that'll be first down, Baltimore. Jackson looking to throw. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that'll bring up second down.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Lamar throwing again. Complete, Derrick Henry. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First down, here's Lamar. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Ravens hoping to break this tie before the half. And again, it's Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. Now he takes it. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down, that's a big bonus for the quarterback.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Throwing now on first down, it's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
From the 32. Finds his man. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Working inside the red zone. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens get some late points and the lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Could have been 7 if they tried the point after, but instead, they only call on him to boot this away. Needed a lot more to reach the landing zone, so the drive going to start at their own 40-yard line. Tua out of the pistol. And it's caught. This is Jalen Wright. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Justin Matabike making that stop. From the 42. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner, and sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on